We have some sad news. 92-year-old, the former First Lady Barbara Bush, I am told, is in failing health. This is according to a source close to the Bush family. We're told that she's being cared for at home in Houston and that she's decided she does not want to go back into the hospital. This is not a complete surprise. If you've seen her in public recently, you would notice that she's been on oxygen for some time. And we have learned that she's been battling with COPD and congestive heart failure. She's been in and out of the hospital multiple times the last year. As recently as about a week ago, she was in the hospital, but she's decided that she wants to be at home now. The family has said that they want to thank everyone for their prayers and their messages and remind everyone that Barbara Bush, we've heard her say this over and over again, that she's always felt like she was the luckiest person in the world. She is at her home in Houston. Her husband, former President George H.W. Bush, is there with her. I am told that it is understandably a very challenging time. They've been married for 73 years. Their children are there. 3 of their children are there, Marvin, Doro, and Neil, and that former President George W. Bush, their son, and Jeb Bush, former governor of Florida, have been in and out visiting as well. So that is where we are. She is in failing health, but she is at home now.
And Jamie, I know you've struck quite the relationship with the Bush family, particularly, former President George H.W. Bush. In your view, as family members there have gathered because of her failing health, her choice to be there at home, is there a way in which to describe how the family, how the former president is holding up in all of this, how they are accepting this and coming together?
Look, I think that this is clearly not a surprise to the family. She's 92 years old. She's been struggling with these health problems for about the last year. She's been in and out of hospitals. But it's always difficult for any family, and I'm told that it's very hard on him. In his book of letters, he wrote about their relationship, that we are two people, but we are one. And that says a lot about their marriage and their relationship. So I'm certain that this is very challenging. I also think that a lot of people have known that former President Bush suffers from a form of Parkinson's. We've seen him in a wheelchair for some time. Not everyone have been aware that she was struggling with her health as well, Fred.
Yeah, I think most did not. I think most would think top of mind has been the health of the former president and how family members have come to his aid on a number of occasions. That perhaps it is a surprise that it is her failing health that is the centerpiece right now. So when she's been in and out of the hospital as of recent, Jamie, do you know much about what things were being addressed, how she had been doing along the way, and how it has led to this point of this decision to be at home now with family by her side?
So my understanding is that about a year or two ago, she started having trouble breathing. And that was when they diagnosed her with COPD. But I also know that while you can have that, it can go on for a long time. It's hard to predict how someone's health is going to stand up. That said, over the last 6 months, I do know she's been in and out of the hospital a couple of times. As recently as about a week ago, she was admitted on Good Friday to Houston Methodist Hospital. She'd been having some trouble breathing. She was in there for about a week, a little bit more. There had been a lot of concern at that time, but she rallied and she went home, and she was doing better again. But I think that the combination of the COPD, the congestive heart failure, and, we've said it before, she's 92 years old. It's taken its toll.